On tonight's episode of Get Drunk and Build Something, what are we going to do? Here we go. The 51-foot 4-axle version of the Ultimate Aulick belt trailer. So here's what the kit gives you. 51-foot 4-axle frame, the body, tarp frame, end gate, rear bumper. Other options available in the store. You want to add the wheels and tires, there is options. So if you want the chrome or the white wheels, 2-hole, 5-hole, whatever, those are all options available in the store. Another option is mud flaps. Do you want to add mud flaps? Great, there's options. There's the 3D printed 2 and 4 across the back, or you can buy the DCP version, black with the chrome tips on the end. All of that available in the store. First step is to go through and cut out all these support rods for printing. So you got 2 rows of them. This top row here, this lower row. If you look, the very bottom, there are actual bars on the bottom that help with alignment on assembly. You can cut them out if you want. It'll just leave little gaps on the trailer so they line up with these marks here. Now you will also notice all these pinholes for alignment and pinholes on the bottom side of the body. Honestly, because of paint and tolerances, I just cut all those off with the Dremel as well. I leave these support bars here in the middle, the 3 bars, so that way the trailer will look smooth when you're done. But I cut off all these alignment pins and all these support rods. So let's cut those out, Dremel them, sand them smooth, ready to go. There we go. Can you guys see the Dremel marks in there? Smoothing up all the burrs from cutting out all those support rods. Now that everything is prepped and ready, you got a choice to make. Are you going to go with the black and white color scheme, or are you going to go the aluminum? I'm going to show you how to do the black and white because the aluminum's pretty simple. You just paint everything with aluminum, glue it together, and you're done. Black and white, we got a couple different steps. So, first step, you're going to shoot the body with white, the tarp frame with aluminum, and you're going to spray the end gate with aluminum. I thought I had something there. I don't. Moving on. Body has now been shot with the gloss white all over the sides. End gate has the aluminum everywhere. Tarp frame, aluminum everywhere. So now our tarp frame is done, ready for assembly. The end gate and the body need taped off. So the end gate has the tarp extension taped off, so now it's ready for black. The body, I've found for best results in painting, tape off clear from the back frame to the very front. Maybe even cover these front corners. Now it's ready for black as well. So I'll shoot both of these with flat black so they will match the frames. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Spicy Sprite time. For 2 reasons. One, because it's November. We are well inside of whiskey time, so spicy Sprite to end the day sounds like a good idea. But 2, because I'm absolutely terrified to unwrap these because I realized I skipped a step after it was too late to fix it. Normally, after applying the tape, I will shoot another coat of white paint. Why? Because I use that white paint to kind of seal the edges of the tape. So that way when I shoot black, that white is already there as a buffer and the black doesn't seep in. I'm terrified to open these. The tailgate, I've never done it where I respray the aluminum just because you get minimal seepage in the corners. You touch it up with a little aluminum paint from Hobby Lobby. You're good to go. But white, that's a whole different story. And I am terrified because like there, I can see gaps in the tape. I'm not hopeful for what this is going to look like. And I did 4 trailers this way as an order. The other 3 are over there. I did 4. But let's see what we got. Holy shnikes. Look at that. Beautiful paint lines. Holy crap. I hope the other ones are that good. This little bit of smear here is from my hand. Even the end-gate. The end-gate turned out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I do believe part of that is using the right tape. I've fallen in love with this 3M tape. We use it on the farm for paint projects. I really like it. Now the next step, all the hand painting. So this style of trailer, this whole square here in the back is black. The rear fenders are black, the front fenders are black, and you've got a stripe here down the front of black. So I will paint all that by hand now. Now that your detail painting is done, it is time for assembly. You may need to do a little bit of sanding and filing to get it to fit right, but the frame should fit very snugly into the body. Like, it should be smooth all the way around. We got the 4 axles added, ready to go, ready to add the end gate. So your end gate already comes pre-drilled, the 2 holes to line up with the 2 studs. You just simply slip the one side on, squeeze it together, put the other side on. You may need to drill out the holes slightly to fit over the studs, but do so slowly because you don't want to make them too big and then your end gate won't hold itself up. Okay, there we go. End gate installed. Like I said, you drill it out right, it'll hold itself in place. So now the tarp frame, and as you can see, it's a little too long. It's going to overlap the end gate, so we got to trim it back. Also, you notice we got like a bubble right here, so I'll take a hair dryer to it real quick so it'll sit flat. But as for trimming, see the notch? Right there. There we go. Kind of, sort of. There we go. So that notch is what lets it clear the corners of the trailer. This other side isn't notched, just the one. But whenever you trim, make sure you trim that notch back as well, so that way you got clearance for the trailer, or the end gate on the trailer. And there we go. Technically, we're done. But I want to dress it up a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is a little detail paint. There we go. Marker lights on the side, all painted, both sides. On the back, you got the tail lights, the blinkers, and the reverse lights. Now, let's throw on a set of mud flaps and call it good. There we go. Mud flaps added. This trailer is done. Now, let's go to the computer, show you how to order it, so you can build it yourself. Save yourself a lot of money as opposed to paying me to build it for you. Alright, so you hop over here to lazyffarmtoys.com. That has got to be still one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. Like all the little sorry, getting sidetracked here. Okay, so which way we want to go? Let's go categories, make this simple. Hey, belt floor trailers, right there. Oop, there we go. So here's all your options. There's the 42 Classic, 42 Modern. Curved is the Modern, angled is the Classic. Obviously, we're down here on the 4-axle. Boom. 51 foot, curved side. Gonna come over here. This is a kit, not a finished model. This is a shelf model, not intended for play. Keep that in mind. Tires sold separately. So, gonna add one of those to the cart. Then we're gonna come up here. Let's speed this up a little bit. We're just gonna search tires. So, you got your options. You got 2-hole buds, or steel wheels, you know, the white wheels. The 5-hole, the chrome, and then the single chrome. That's for like a Nebraska spread. You don't want that. So you're either going to pick chrome or the 2-hole, 5-hole. Currently sold out. $7 an axle. You're going to add 4 axles, obviously. And then if you want the mud flaps, right there, $3. add a set of those. Something to keep in mind, guys. Every year I am building less and less custom orders. I am building more and more for the dealers that have supplied me measurements and helped me get their models created. I'm building more and more for them, but I'm doing less and less customer builds. So, I recommend do it yourself. I showed you how easy it is. You can handle it. If I can do this, you can do this. Trust me. But with that being said, there is how you go from what shows up in the mail to a finished product ready to sit on a shelf that you can admire forever. I'm going to watch the end of the Masters. Catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!